Yeah, that's. I mean, it's extremely delay, isn't it? We have
Okay, Eli just started.
from Canada. We have
Yeah, Haunted is
Austria
off,
and
Ognos is
Fiji.
off, and we're dealing with a little
Oh,
bit of stream delay here, guys. So it seems like they didn't start all at the same time, but they really did.
Oh man. Eli re-rolled. I see him just re-rolled. The infested, the rotten baby. I don't know about that.
Haunted Quest already was a really
Rotten
strong start,
Baby.
actually. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
really.
He went to a devil deal and he found a sack dagger, a shovel, and
Mhm.
a guppy's collar. He took the sack dagger and the guppy's collar and re-rolled the shovel into Death's Touch, and he actually YOLO'd the Death's Touch and got
Nice. Oh, he
revived
got
by the color.
he YOLO'd it. Oh,
Yeah, he
that
YOLO'd
makes a
it.
lot
He
of sense.
YOLO'd all three and got revived by the color.
That makes a lot of sense.
And
too, 'cause it's the
Ognos.
very beginning, and what's the risk?
Why
Yeah, that's
is
true.
BG
Oh.
is good.
Ognos is off with the CAC, and that's of course really strong, especially in this format because we're running no rules. And he has the
Right.
donation machine to bomb. If he finds a toaster, he's won. I mean, this could be fast for Ognos.
Just having a little trouble with the fly. It's-
Wow, and BG with a
Hit the-
knife. That's getting interesting. What is Ognos?
that's-
What is happening
that's a
with that
pretty
fly on Ognos? Do you guys see
I
this?
don't know. I don't know. He's having a lot of trouble with it. I've never seen that happen.
And now he leaves and re-enters and looks what happens. I don't know. That was weird. I've never
It's
seen
like
that
the
before.
trolliest fly. Yeah, I've never seen that either. It's like it was invincible.
BG's window is so tiny. That's true.
Yeah, he asked for it whether he can play in full screen, but I did not expect the game to be that tiny, to be honest. I have to talk about him after.
Yeah, I guess we
That's
gotta.
Not very convenient for you. Yeah, you could recapture it, but then you can't see the minimap.
Yeah, I mean we're not gonna cancel the race out or anything now or stop these guys in the middle of the race, but like in between the races we'll try to get BG to play.
I want to say,
Yeah, go ahead.
which is settings. Yeah, they just got to the shop and he bombed the machine and picked up options. His choices was like the ladder and options. What do you think about that? Would you like? I might have re-rolled and hoped for some mapping at like getting a re-roll.
You
or
can
something.
re-roll for some mapping. Yeah, that's true. I personally love options. I would always take the options if I find them. I probably would have taken the ladder then too and get it out of the pool.
Yeah,
But-
if you had enough
Especially
money
on
for it.
on basement 2 options is like terrific because he started on size. That means he wants a ton of tears ups and there are a lot more tears ups than in Wrath of the Lamb, but they're not that common still. So you want to see as many boss items as possible.
And that was
That's
really
what I
smart of
prefer.
him, in my opinion. He got the He got
Wow,
the
yeah,
two.
wow.
He got the two Krampus items, and he re-rolled them to get more Devil Deal items because you don't know going into the Devil Deal if you're gonna get items. So I think it's actually
Right.
really smart to re-roll the two Krampus items because that's more than you get on average in a Devil Deal.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense. I was thinking that it might have been better just to poke your head in there, see if you get a deal, and then pop back out. and
Yeah, but
re-roll.
the thing is, once you leave the boss room, once you go back in, it gives you boss items. So he could have only re-rolled the Krampus items
Oh.
into boss items once he left. So
Sure, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, and then he gets the brims in the Devil Deal. Like, so we have carry on 3 sides now. We wanted with
yeah, we have
all the way
knife.
to Guppy.
We have knife versus CAC versus Brimstone. That's pretty hype. That's true.
Yeah, that is pretty exciting.
Elad is a bit behind. That's kind of sad, but he hasn't seen his first Devil Deal yet, so you never know what happens. Maybe he busts out a knife of his own in a moment here.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
like kind of a pretty terrible situation because, of course, can't rely on the first Devil Deal as much as you could in Wrath of the Lamb. So now he is kind of forced to get good RNG and to pull something at least decent Devil Deal, which is not that because he does not have that much control over.
Right, it's a risky to be in to rely on your first deal like that. That's why a lot of racers nowadays are opting to reset for more carry heavy items.
Yeah, that's
at the
true. I
beginning.
actually talked to Anti the other day, and Hyphenated too, and we're kind of agreeing on that a +1 damage start just isn't enough in this game because of how unreliable Devil Deals are. And I mean that goes to show like how much more variance heavy this game actually is. Because in vanilla, we started 10 bombs. We started 5 bombs sometimes even. And in this game, you just go for, you find a mark and you're like, it's not enough.
Right, the mark, yeah, mark isn't enough. That's crazy to me because I mean the mark is such a good item. You can stand damage and it's so hard.
We have a Brim Guppy on Haunted Quest side, so that's now like.
Oh my god!
I mean, I talked about that. Oh my gosh! I jinxed it. I said Brimstone and Guppy are not that easy to get in Rebirth. That's my fault. So.
Wow.
That's enormous carry on 3 sides now. That's gonna be.
I know. That's so good. Do you get 13 flies every shot?
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
Good.
I don't know if you saw, Ognos actually just had, like he found a Devil Deal and found a knife. And he took the knife, he switched to knife, and like remember CAC, like for the viewers, CAC gives you plus 40 damage, but those don't apply to a knife. Right. So, this is pretty much a base damage knife he's running on now, because you usually don't take damage ups on CAC.
That's a question of convenience. Yes, I mean he gives up his option on the Almighty Toaster, which pretty useful. But on the other hand, he gets the item he used.
Wow. You're super choppy for.
Moves in range, but yeah, that's a question of the rules actually. And what the hell is that?
Sorry, guys.
It's fine, Rat. Rat getting called in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, that's live, guys. So if you ever wonder, this is not on this.
Sorry about that.
Guppy and Brim, all you want is mapping. That's true, yeah.
That was an alarm going off in my house.
Oh, that was an alarm. I thought you were being called. That's like the calmest alarm going off I've ever heard.
Yeah. It makes it easier to hit the snooze button.
Fall asleep when.
Okay.
And I can actually what he was.
BG with a magic mushroom too. He just found it on caves too. And now of course he's really strong. He's got that knife, the 1.5 times damage multiplier. Funnily enough, nobody has mapping, and that's actually quite peculiar because we were comparing this to vanilla earlier, and like in vanilla you had mapping almost every run, and it's just so rare in this game. Like I feel like mapping is such an ugly advantage you can get in this game just because it's so rare and chances are your opponent won't have mapping.
Right, it's very true. I mean, it's a struggle too, because like a lot of times I feel like I'll go towards the shop and like re-roll it a bunch of times and just not see any sort of mapping.
Oh god, I'm dropping frames. BG with the end record.
The quadruple carry Elad, that is Brimstone out of his Devil Deal, so now he's actually able to keep up with these guys because nobody has made it out of the decks.
Oh god, I'm dropping frames.
How strong these items are, everybody now has. Oh, this Vagid style point with the purple Brimstone on that side, so that should make up. Time we lost in the beginning.
Yeah, and Homing Brim is actually really strong. Homing Brim is actually really strong. And it's funny, it's just funny to look at how it wiggles around and just kills everything in its path. And if Elad gets some damage here, he's in good shape.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch too. Like just like he walked in the room.
Yeah, like exactly.
And took everything. Yeah, that was awesome. I love the different colors of Brim in this game too. You can get like yellow Brim with #1 and like a purple Homing Brim.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I was pretty disappointed that I couldn't get a white Brimstone with Sacred Heart. Actually, I was excited for that.
Oh, I've gotten white with the slow.
The slowdown spider. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's of course.
Okay, seriously, 2 Brims, 1 CAC, and 1 knife. What is this Northern Line?
I know. This crazy.
This is crazy. Yeah, this is really great too because I was really afraid when we started up these races.
So
go ahead.
Blue map, yes, I love blue map.
Who has the blue map? Oh, Eland. I was about to say actually, this is kind of like they're pretty equal here. I mean, I favor the Brim Guppy pretty much currently. But, like, I was about to say mapping can turn everything around here, and Eli just found it. So it's been interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, and and they're pacing pretty close to each other. Like Ognos just got into the womb, and looks like Haunted teleported out of his boss rush. So they're really, really close.
But Elite has to hit the throttle here if he still wants to push on. I mean, he has the mapping, he has the magic marsh, which is, I mean, it's common, but it's straight 50% damage. You always have to think about that. So potential to make up serious time, even against Uppy Broom here from the Haunted side. So that's going to be interesting. How mapping will
Yeah, the mapping advantage is pretty good. It's the blue map, so it's like the weakest form of mapping that you can get in the game, only showing you the special rooms. But it is still pretty consistent. Going for the super secret room is usually the way to go.
The problem with the blue map is, like, if it trolls you real up, because then you probably walked the entire wrong lane, and that's pretty terrible. But I mean, if you're only looking for the boss room, it's way better than.
Hold on. Assassin just said Elite had Tammy's head. Did you guys see that? Did you pass on Tammy's head?
No, he had it. It was on basement 1 that he had it.
Oh, on basement 1.
He
no,
walked
okay.
past it. Yeah, he didn't have a chance to like carry it with him.
Okay,
and
no, that's different. That's different then. I just thought he walked past Tammy Brim because he didn't. Yeah, I just thought he like walked past it and didn't know what it did or something. Okay, that's a different story. Oh, Elite now with the Judas Shadow though.
Judas Shadow.
Homing Brim Judas Shadow. That's gonna be a nuke and Death Touch.
Inside.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that is such a powerful build. Judas Shadow gives you the amazing 2x damage when you revive, and the bonus damage from the 1.5 damage from the sides. It's so good.
I wonder if he's gonna catch up seriously, because if he just goes ham in every single room now, like that, he just one shot that big room. Like if he goes ham now, he could totally catch up.
Yeah, very much so.
Crazy. Why do you never get this?
And he's the only player with mapping, mind you, so he has a really good shot here. Even though Haunted just finished his boss room. It's his mom's heart.
That's all. Everybody is in the whoop. Chances for mapping are gone, and that's an advantage nobody can make up against Elite. So that's a really...
Haunted, to be fair, Haunted has massive clearing power on his side too. Probably not the likes of what Elite has, but Elite will probably not catch Haunted. But I can totally see him catch up to Ognos and BG.
Yeah, for sure.
Hit up something.
And you just got a map.
Serious time. I mean, we saw Ognos with the instant pack start. Yeah, he had only to get the toaster for the instant win, but he chose the knife, and yeah, maybe that was actually not that good of a decision. Maybe underestimated.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with that decision. I mean, I've done it before where I've switched CAC for the knife, but it's been later in the run. Like, being able to bomb out of rooms and have infinite money is such a huge advantage.
Oh, and Haunted with the cricket's head on the chest too.
Wow. Oh, a teleporter too. Get a good one? Nice.
Oh wow, that was a really solid teleport. Okay, BG and Ognos are off to the... BG and Ognos are off to the cathedral now, and Elite has just finished Mom's Foot. I guess Elite's biggest problem here is that he made his build just too late.
Yeah.
And he struggles to hit throttle now, so he can't make up that much time anymore, because the hours already got so far.
And there is a risk of him dying too. He's only at 3 hearts. He doesn't have Polaroid proc.
Yeah, and Elite, to be fair, I mean, you got to give the guy some credit. He's not been racing the game for too long. Out of the 4 players here, he's probably the most inexperienced player. Because somebody in chat earlier said he needs to handle this like a race, but I think he's still doing really well. And you got to give the man credit for how he's been keeping up with these guys.
Yeah, especially when you consider he had a weak start and he pushed it to pull a really, really good build out of it. And that's nothing you can just do play this game for like. That's really
that's true.
Get to start on an SMD Superfan on a Halo. That's nothing you want to clear the caves with. But he pushed it through. He got a very good build and he got rewarded. Fortunately, got rewarded, but not as much as he made.
Haunted with barely the sub 15 here. That was a 1447. Right. That's really strong.
Sub 15 is very good.
Yeah, and Ognos and BG are right behind him. Like BG might even win over Ognos here because of the Emperor card. Like if Ognos doesn't find his boss any moment, BJ is gonna come second.
Totally missed out on that Emperor card. Yeah, that can maybe be the run decider here. Because Arthur, of course, he doesn't know where he's going, he doesn't know, does he get a short chest, a good chest, is he even going the right way? So that's now pretty much coming down to him clearing as fast as...
Yeah, this is probably BG's game to be second here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Haunted Quest in first place, BG. Does he even look at the chests? Because I probably wouldn't. Oh, and then again he has the D6, so...
What can he...
He could get a Poly or a Mascara, I don't know.
I mean, you have to expect Ognos to boss room next door at any point of time. So I would maybe that point.
Okay, and BJ has done.
I don't want to see it.
BJ has done at 15:55.
Wow.
Probably a little faster too because he had a bit more delay than anyone else. But still, that's really strong. Ognos is still looking for his boss room.
I hate these troll chests where you go like to all the wrong paths.
I don't know. I still don't agree with his decision to switch to a knife. Basically, like I don't know.
Right. It was a big yes down.
That's like a typical Wrap of a Lamp overfail. Maybe at that point it kinda got screwed by not having that much racing experience. Actually.
And somebody in chat pointed out I actually totally. Somebody pointed out in chat, I actually totally missed that, but Elat, the guy with the mapping, gets Curse of the Lost on Womb 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Curse of... I mean, I heard everybody in context of tournaments was talking about Curse of Blind and how that would be a very big problem for hosting tournaments, for providing fair competition events. But seriously, Curse of the Lost is like the worst you can get.
Yeah. Curse of the Blind is not the problem. Curse of the Lost is the problem. It's just terrible. It's basically Curse of Darkness and Curse of the Lost from the last game in one. And it's just terrible getting that bigger floor and not seeing your map. It's like a Curse of the Lost, a Curse of Blindness just generally lets you miss out on like one item. Because you can YOLO boss items, no problem. There's nothing in the pool that could destroy your run. And the same is for Devil Deal items. And if you have enough money, even shop items.
Yeah, even shop items, yeah, makes sense. And even with the Devil Deal, you get a little bit heads up, like is it a 1 heart deal or a 2 heart deal?
Yeah,
so
right, because if there's 2 heart deals, you definitely want to take those because it can be Knife or Brimstone. Ognos on his boss room now.
Actually a lot, I mean, how long was
GG.
Yeah, Ognos at 17:56, and I say we let Elat finish, what do you think? I mean, he's got mapping, he has this really strong build. If he wants to race, he can. This is going to be a sub 20 on Elat's side too, which is a really strong time.
Yeah, that is a very fast race. That's exciting for the first one, to be honest. I mean, sometimes we get those crazy times in SRL where somebody like second place with like a 14:50 or something.
Yeah, sure.
You know? Yeah, but oh yeah, he doesn't finish it out.
Yeah, he doesn't finish it. Okay, so that was. Wait, how do I stop the timer like that? That was good. Like Ognos third to finish with a 17:56. That's just insane. And Floor, are you keeping track of the scores here? Hello.
I could do that, but you have to put in.
I mean the score. Do you have a spreadsheet or something? Is what I was asking actually. I'm gonna put that on the scoreboard, of course.
Oh yeah, I have a mod command. No, Heli is keeping referee.
So that's 1 point for Ognos, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Playback.
Whoops, that's a big one. That's a big one, guys. Hold on, I gotta make this bigger. Yeah, it's 1 point for Ognos. Friggin' text. Haunted Quest with 3 points here. I should have.
How long do I have to get back home if I want to catch at least one race? We are at least doing 8 more races at this point. So I expect us to be finished like 2 or 3 hours around that.
Yeah, we'll be here for around 4 hours with today.